already proving with archaeological evidence that everything that was written about this temple was wrong. She was a mother, she was a wife, she was a queen, she was a goddess. And we are trying to find out what it led us.
This time, the search for the lost tomb of Queen Cleopatra takes us on an extraordinary journey. At just 18 years old, Cleopatra became pharaoh after the death of her father, Ptolemy XII. Often depicted as a goddess, Cleopatra's story has fascinated people for centuries. Have you ever wondered where her final resting place might be? For generations, historians and amateur Egyptologists alike have tried to uncover where Cleopatra and her lover, Mark Antony, were buried. Many believe their tomb was in Alexandria, while others speculated about a location 30 miles west of the city, in an ancient site called Taposiris Magna. Enter Kathleen Martinez, a lawyer turned archaeologist, who dedicated herself to solving the centuries-old mystery. And guess what? It seems Cleopatra's tomb has been hiding in plain sight all along, or at least closer than we imagined. The discovery was finally made at the Taposiris Magna Temple just outside Alexandria. This find is monumental. Among the treasures unearthed was a marble statue of Cleopatra herself, a stunning, lifelike representation of the legendary queen who ruled Egypt with extraordinary power and poise. Cleopatra became pharaoh at 18 and ruled for 21 years, leaving an indelible mark on history. This discovery isn't just about ancient relics, it's living proof of her reign and the legacy she left behind. But that's not all. Inside the tomb, researchers found a mysterious tunnel. Could this be a secret escape route designed for Cleopatra herself? The possibilities are thrilling. If you're as captivated by this incredible discovery as we are, like and subscribe for more amazing stories. Who knows? Maybe you'll have a little extra luck this week. Archaeologists are still hard at work exploring the site, but let's be honest. If there's treasure hidden in there, sign me up. And did I mention that Cleopatra's tomb might contain priceless artifacts? Maybe even her legendary treasure? Yeah, no big deal. Just the riches of one of history's most iconic women. No map? No problem. Speaking of hidden gems, let's talk about the secret tunnel uncovered at the Taposiris Magna Temple. This find is nothing short of amazing. Extensive research into ancient texts suggested that Cleopatra and Mark Antony were buried near Alexandria in the Taposiris Magna Temple. While searching for her tomb, archaeologists stumbled upon something even more jaw-dropping: a hidden underground tunnel stretching over 1,300 meters. That's nearly half a mile long. This tunnel is no ordinary passage. Its walls are lined with intricate geometric patterns, which could signify some sacred or royal importance. The craftsmanship involved would have required meticulous planning and an enormous amount of organized labor. Someone had a clear vision to create this masterpiece. Although it's not confirmed whether the tunnel leads directly to Cleopatra's tomb, it certainly seems plausible. Imagine archaeologists channeling their inner Indiana Jones as they explore this mysterious passage. But this isn't just a cool underground hallway. Some believe it might have been used by ancient priests or royal servants for rituals and ceremonies. With so much left to uncover, who knows what other secrets this tunnel might hold? More than just family drama. While Cleopatra's tomb steals the spotlight, it's far from Egypt's only mysterious burial site. In 2023, archaeologists made another remarkable discovery, this time in Luxor. They unearthed an incredibly well-preserved family tomb dating back 3,800 years to the Middle Kingdom of Egypt. Inside the tomb were the remains of 11 individuals, believed to belong to a high-ranking family. This wasn't your typical family reunion, though. The tomb offers fascinating insights into life and death during ancient Egypt's Middle Kingdom. Who knows what stories these ancient remains might tell us about one of history's most fascinating civilizations? A family legacy worthy of the afterlife. This tomb was serious business. What's even more impressive than the family dynamics are the artifacts that were found inside. Think ancient pottery and exquisite jewelry. A collection of heirlooms so stunning it would put modern Instagram feeds to shame. For the ancient Egyptians, preparing for the afterlife was a top priority. Every item left in the tomb wasn't just for show. It carried a message. This family was ready for eternity. But here's the real kicker. This tomb is an incredibly rare find. Most tombs from this era have been looted or have deteriorated over time. This one, however, is like an ancient treasure chest that keeps on giving. It's almost like an ancient version of a reality TV show, but with mummies instead of melodrama. Can we agree this discovery is pure gold? the royal physician's tomb in Saqqara. If you think visiting your doctor is nerve-wracking, wait until you hear about the tomb of Tetiankh Tebfu, a royal physician who served Pharaoh Teti during Egypt's Old Kingdom. Discovered in Saqqara, this tomb is a goldmine for understanding ancient Egyptian medicine. And no, it's not just a dusty old skeleton in a forgotten tomb. The walls of this burial site are covered with inscriptions and drawings that provide rare insights into medical practices from thousands of years ago. From treating broken bones to curing illnesses, the murals detail how ancient Egyptians approached health and healing. But here's the twist. These weren't just doctors. They were spiritual healers too. Alongside their bandages and potions, they mixed in a little magic. Many of their medications were concoctions of herbs, spells, and, well, a pinch of hope. It's like discovering the ancient equivalent of Dr. Strange, just with more linen and a whole lot of history. Meet Eti, the governor's daughter. Now let's fast forward 4,000 years to Upper Egypt, where archaeologists unearthed the tomb of a high-ranking official's daughter named Eti. And trust me, Eti wasn't just lounging around collecting dust. Eti, the governor's daughter. Eti wasn't just any ordinary ancient Egyptian. She was the daughter of a governor during the reign of Pharaoh Khusru. Her tomb, discovered in the western Atef mountain region, is a breathtaking glimpse into the past. It's so well preserved that stepping inside feels like opening an ancient time capsule. Eti's tomb is packed with luxurious grave goods that reflect her high status. Among them are beautifully painted pottery and jewelry crafted with such fine detail that even today's antique stores would struggle to match their quality. It's fascinating how a single tomb can teach us more about ancient society than most history textbooks. The Luxor Coffin Collection. Imagine this. You're an archaeologist exploring a tomb and you stumble upon not one, not two, but 30 perfectly preserved coffins stacked like an ancient pyramid. That's exactly what happened in 2019, when a remarkable cache of coffins was discovered in Luxor, one of Egypt's richest archaeological regions. These weren't just ordinary coffins either. They belonged to priests and priestesses from the 22nd dynasty. The craftsmanship on these coffins is astounding. Vivid colors, intricate religious symbols, and detailed decorations that make them look like works of art. They're so well preserved you'd think they were props from a high-budget Hollywood movie, but nope, this is the real deal. These coffins give us a window into the spiritual and religious practices of ancient Egypt. In fact, nearby discoveries in 2017 uncovered 6 additional mummies, hinting that even more treasures might still be buried in Luxor's sands. The Old Kingdom vibes of Meroruka. Now let's rewind to the Old Kingdom and the magnificent tomb of Meroruka. Think of him as the ancient Egyptian equivalent of a prime minister. Serving under Pharaoh Teti, Meroruka's tomb is one of the most impressive of its kind, filled with vibrant carvings and wall paintings that showcase the grandeur of his life and role. Inside, the colorful reliefs depict scenes of daily life, as well as Meroruka's family. You'll see him surrounded by his wife, Watet Kethor, also known as Sashe, Pharaoh Teti's eldest daughter, and his mother, Nefertemper. These intricate paintings highlight the luxurious and organized life of someone at the very top of ancient Egyptian society. From scenes of workers under his supervision to hieroglyphs detailing his responsibilities, Meroruka's tomb is like a snapshot of what it took to be at the pinnacle of power in ancient Egypt. It's a vivid exhibition of life at the top of the pyramid, literally and figuratively, the big boss life of Meroruka. If you want to know what it was like to be the ultimate boss in ancient Egypt, just take a look at Meroruka's tomb. It's practically a masterclass in royal administration and power. Stepping into the step pyramid pharaoh. Djoser wasn't just a ruler, he was a visionary. He decided that pyramids shouldn't be boring and flat. They should be stepped for a touch of architectural flair. His tomb, located in the Saqqara necropolis, was the first pyramid ever built, earning it the title of the granddaddy of all Egyptian pyramids. Archaeologists are in awe of the step pyramid, not just for its massive size, but because it marked a groundbreaking leap in engineering. The pyramid's design features a series of stacked platforms, creating its iconic stepped appearance. It was designed by the brilliant architect Imhotep, who later became revered as a god of medicine. Inside, the pyramid contains numerous chambers. While looters have taken their share over the centuries, the structure's historical and architectural significance remains intact. Walking through Djoser's tomb feels like stepping into a milestone in architectural history. It's a masterpiece that still amazes us today. Boy King's gold. And of course, we can't skip over the most iconic tomb discovery of all time, King Tutankhamun's. Unearthed in 1922 by the legendary Howard Carter, King Tut's tomb still mesmerizes the world. Known as the Boy King, Tutankhamun's reign was brief, but his tomb was a treasure trove unlike any other. Packed with gold, treasures, and artifacts, it's the ancient equivalent of a real-life treasure chest. The burial chamber is adorned with magical decorations, while the rest of the tomb is surprisingly simple compared to other royal tombs. Inside, you'll find everything from golden chariots to the famous golden death mask. Yes, the one every history teacher has shown you at least once. King Tut's tomb, located in the Valley of the Kings, is a testament to ancient Egyptians' incredible ability to protect their riches. Hidden from tomb robbers for centuries, it's like stumbling upon a massive ancient vault. It's yet another example of how far ahead the Egyptians were when it came to safeguarding their valuables. The masterpiece of royal burial. Seti weren't Pharaoh. Seti I, one of the most powerful rulers of the New Kingdom, takes us to the next incredible discovery. The royal elegance of Seti I's tomb, Pharaoh Seti I, one of the most powerful rulers of the New Kingdom, was laid to rest in a tomb regarded as one of Egypt's most stunning. Located in the Valley of the Kings, Seti's tomb is a masterpiece of ancient Egyptian art and storytelling. The walls are adorned with breathtaking artwork, illustrating the king's journey through the afterlife. One of the most captivating features is the depiction of the destruction of mankind myth, where the enraged sun god Ra commands Hathor to transform into the fierce goddess Sekhmet and punish humanity for defying his religion. The intricate wall paintings are some of the finest examples of ancient Egyptian art, showcasing scenes of Seti's ascension to the afterlife and his encounters with the gods. Visiting this tomb feels like stepping into a time capsule brimming with royal grandeur and spiritual artistry, making it a must-see for history and art enthusiasts alike. Egypt's Mona Lisa, Queen Nefertari's tomb. As if Cleopatra's tomb wasn't already a showstopper, enter the breathtaking tomb of Queen Nefertari, wife of Ramses II, known as the Queen of Queens. Nefertari's tomb, located in the Valley of the Queens, is widely celebrated as one of the most beautiful ever discovered in Egypt. The vibrant and exquisitely preserved wall paintings look as if they were completed yesterday. These mesmerizing artworks include excerpts from the Book of the Dead, offering insights into how the ancient Egyptians envisioned navigating the afterlife. But this tomb isn't just about religious symbolism. It's a testament to the mastery of color and detail. Nefertari is depicted as a goddess herself, radiating royal elegance. Some scenes show her walking alongside the gods as she enters the afterlife, while others capture her seated beside Ramses II, the most powerful pharaoh of the New Kingdom. Nefertari's tomb is a dazzling celebration of her life and journey into the afterlife, making it a bucket list destination for anyone captivated by ancient Egypt. The unique tomb of Amenemhat II. Moving to the Middle Kingdom, we have the fascinating tomb of Pharaoh Amenemhat II. This discovery stands out as one of the most intriguing in the history of Egyptology. And here's why. Unlike many Egyptian tombs, Amenemhat II's final resting place is located in a hidden tomb full of surprises. Amenemhat II's tomb was intentionally concealed, a clever move by its builders to protect it from looters and the ravages of time. This strategic secrecy ensured that the tomb remained undiscovered for centuries. Its location was so well hidden that its dimensions, height, and surface area are still challenging to determine. The tomb was constructed entirely from fine Tura limestone, and only traces of it remain during excavations. This deliberate concealment kept the tomb safe until the early 1900s, when archaeologists finally rediscovered it in the Valley of the Kings. What they found inside was astounding, a wealth of royal artifacts, including a rare collection of golden statues. But what truly sets Amenemhat II's tomb apart isn't just the treasure. Its design is remarkable, blending traditional Egyptian burial practices with innovative architectural features never seen before. The lengths taken to safeguard the tomb add an extra layer of intrigue to an already captivating discovery. The mother of a dynasty. In 1925, archaeologists near the Great Pyramid of Giza uncovered a hidden shaft leading to a burial chamber untouched for millennia. At the bottom, they found an unfinished room filled with the deteriorated remains of furniture, ceramics, jewelry, and other treasures. This chamber belonged to Queen Hetepheres I, the mother of Pharaoh Khufu, the builder of the Great Pyramid. While modest compared to her son's monumental pyramid, Queen Hetepheres' tomb held treasures befitting royalty. Among the finds were a gilded throne, intricately designed jewelry, and a beautifully carved bed inlaid with sheets of gold. However, the discovery came with a mystery. Her body was missing. Was it stolen, relocated, or never buried here in the first place? Egyptologists remain baffled, with no definitive answers. Despite the mystery, the tomb offers invaluable insights into early Egyptian funerary practices and the immense wealth of the Fourth Dynasty. Queen Hetepheres may not have had a pyramid of her own, but her legacy shines brightly through the treasures she left behind, revealing the influential role of women in shaping ancient Egypt's golden age. The pharaoh's eternal boat, Pharaoh Khufu, the mastermind behind the Great Pyramid of Giza, wasn't just buried with his pyramid. In 1954, archaeologists discovered a fascinating addition, Khufu's solar boat. This massive wooden vessel, believed to have been intended to carry him across the sky in the afterlife, was one of two rediscovered by Kamal el-Malik, undisturbed since it had been sealed in a pit carved into the bedrock of Giza. Made primarily from Lebanon cedar wood, the boat was constructed using unpegged tenons, a technique rarely seen. Its impressive size, over 140 feet long, was astonishing. In ancient Egyptian culture, boats were vital for navigating both the Nile and the afterlife, and this solar boat is thought to symbolize Khufu's journey with the sun, god Ra, sailing through the heavens for eternity. Can you imagine being buried with a boat that could sail you forever? It's almost like the ancient Egyptian version of a permanent vacation. Wouldn't that be something? The lost tomb of the 18th dynasty pharaohs. The Valley of the Kings is famous for being the final resting place of many great pharaohs, but here's something lesser known, a tomb that was lost for centuries. Discovered in 2011, it belonged to the pharaohs of the 18th dynasty. What an incredible find it turned out to be. The tomb was packed with treasures, including jewelry, statues, and intricately detailed artifacts. What made this tomb so unique is that it served as the burial site for several pharaohs from the 18th dynasty, almost like a royal family vault. And it wasn't just the pharaohs who were buried here. Important members of their court and families were also interred alongside them. This tomb is one of the richest and best preserved ever found, offering a rare glimpse into the legacy of a family of rulers whose story had largely been lost to time. The queen who ruled like a pharaoh, Hatshepsut, was one of Egypt's most powerful and successful female pharaohs, and her tomb is one of the most iconic in Egypt. But what makes her tomb especially fascinating is that it wasn't just built for a woman holding a man's title. It was designed to reflect her own grandeur and power as a ruler in her own right. Hatshepsut ruled Egypt for over 20 years, and her tomb is a testament to the scale of her achievements. Her reign was marked by remarkable feats in architecture, trade, and diplomacy, and the tomb reflects her monumental legacy as one of Egypt's greatest pharaohs. Hatshepsut's monumental tomb. Hatshepsut's tomb is located in the cliffs of Deir el-Bahari, carved directly into the rock face. It's an architectural marvel. Inside, the tomb contains intricate artifacts that highlight her remarkable achievements, including her famous expedition to Punt. This journey brought back incense, exotic animals, and incredible wealth. What stands out most in the images within the tomb is Hatshepsut depicted as a male pharaoh. She was determined to be seen as an equal to the men of her time, and this bold presentation was a statement of her power and authority. The grandeur of this tomb wasn't just a tribute to the afterlife. It was a declaration of her strength and influence during her reign. And centuries later, it still stands as a symbol of her legacy. The tomb of the Nubian pharaohs. Let's head south to Nubia, a region once home to a powerful civilization that ruled over Egypt for several centuries. The tombs of the Nubian pharaohs are located in modern-day Sudan and are among the richest and most historically significant discoveries in recent decades. These tombs, built for the kings and queens of the Kingdom of Kush, Egypt's southern neighbor, are filled with incredible treasures, including ornate jewelry, intricately designed furniture, and even armor. What makes these tombs particularly fascinating is that they offer a glimpse into a completely different chapter of ancient Egypt's history. While Egypt is often seen as the heart of the ancient world, the Nubian pharaohs once ruled over Egypt, and their tombs reflect the deep cultural exchange and blending of traditions between these two powerful civilizations. Crafting the afterlife, one man was responsible for designing some of Egypt's most iconic tombs, the royal architect, Sennacherib. His tomb was discovered in 1906 near the Valley of the Kings. Inside, archaeologists uncovered detailed blueprints and carvings that revealed how the ancient Egyptians planned and designed their burial chambers and tombs. This tomb is significant because it gives us a unique look at the craftsmanship and design principles of ancient Egypt. It also shows us that tombs weren't just places for burial. They were thriving works of art. And Sennacherib's tomb offers a behind-the-scenes look at the incredible effort that went into creating Egypt's monumental tombs. The Silver Pharaoh. While we typically associate ancient Egyptian treasures with gold, there's also the fascinating case of Suzanne's I, known as the Silver Pharaoh. His tomb was discovered in 1940 by French archaeologist Pierre Montet in Tanis. Suzanne's I's tomb is notable for its use of silver instead of gold, making it a rare and remarkable discovery in the world of ancient Egypt's royal tombs. The Silver Pharaoh Susenes. His tomb, dating back to around 850 BC, may not have the same worldwide recognition as King Tutankhamun's tomb, but it's just as captivating. Unlike Tut's treasures, which were made of gold, Susenes' burial artifacts were crafted from silver. If you didn't know, silver was actually more valuable than gold in ancient Egypt. This is because silver wasn't native to Egypt. It had to be imported from distant lands, making it rarer and harder to come by. One of the standout pieces from his tomb is his silver coffin. It's a true work of art, beautifully designed with hieroglyphs and images of protective gods. But that's not all. Susenes' tomb also contained other priceless artifacts, including his death mask. Much like Tutankhamun's, Susenes' mask was made to depict the pharaoh in his prime. However, while Tut's mask is famous for being made of solid gold, Susenes' mask was crafted from a combination of gold and lapis lazuli, giving it a regal and striking look. The most intriguing part of Susenes' tomb is that, while it wasn't discovered in perfect condition, it remained remarkably undisturbed compared to many other royal tombs. This was largely because his tomb was located in Tanis, far from the more well-known burial sites like the Valley of the Kings. This remote location kept looters away, allowing us to admire the untouched grandeur of his treasures. The tomb of the royal nurse. Lastly, we have a tomb that still leaves us with more questions than answers. Discovered in 1996 in Saqqara, this tomb belongs to Maya, the nurse to the boy king, Tutankhamun. While Maya wasn't royalty, her tomb reveals just how significant her role was in Tut's life. The tomb is beautifully decorated with detailed carvings and paintings, including one that shows Maya lovingly holding the young pharaoh. It's a tender moment captured in time. What's fascinating about Maya's tomb is the insight it offers into the lives of those who shaped history behind the scenes. Maya's elevated status, due to her close relationship with King Tut, is reflected in her impressive burial, even though it wasn't as extravagant as a royal tomb. Her tomb showcases the human connections that were vital to the grand story of ancient Egypt. It's a testament to the legacy of a caretaker who remains remembered forever in the sands of Saqqara. And that's all for today's video. What do you think of these incredible discoveries? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more amazing content soon. See you in the next one. Goodbye.